Happy Losar, Tashi Delek to everyone celebrating today. Losar, the Tibetan New Year, is one of the most important festivals across Tibet and Tibetic communities. It is celebrated in many regions, including Tibet, Bhutan, Nepal, Ladakh, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, and among Himalayan peoples such as the Sherpa. Losar does not fall on a single fixed date. It follows the lunisolar Tibetan calendar, so it usually takes place in February or March. In 2026, Losar began on Wednesday, February 18th, with the main celebrations lasting through February 20th and the broader festive period continuing until March 1st. According to the Tibetan calendar, this year marks the year of the fire horse, a symbol of courage, vitality, and transformation. While Losar is often associated with Tibetan Buddhism today, its origins are much older than Buddhism itself. Losar began as a winter ritual of incense burning in the Bon tradition, associated with purification, protection, and the natural cycles of the land. Tibetan historical tradition counts years from the founding of the Yarlung dynasty in 127 BCE. During the reign of the 9th Tibetan Tsimpo, Phewd Gungyal, this ancient ritual is said to have merged with a harvest celebration, gradually evolving into the Losar festival we know today. Losar is traditionally celebrated for 15 days, though the most important rituals and gatherings take place during the first 3 days. On the first day, families prepare a ceremonial drink called chankal, made from chang, a traditional fermented grain beverage. The second day is known as Gyalpo Losar, or King's Losar, historically associated with state ceremonies and official greetings. This day was historically a time for formal ceremonies and official greetings between the government and its people. In many traditions, Losar is preceded by a 5-day Vajrakalaya practice that emphasizes purification and the removal of obstacles before the new year begins. Because different regions adopted different calendars, the Uyghur calendar among Mongols and Eastern Tibetans, and the Chinese calendar elsewhere, Losar often falls close to other celebrations. However, Losar's rituals, symbolism, and historical roots are distinctly Tibetan and predate both Indian and Chinese cultural influence. In Nepal, the festival is known as Sonam Losar and is celebrated about 8 weeks earlier than Tibetan Losar. The Sherpa community also celebrates Losar at high altitudes across the Himalayan range, adapting the festival to their own environment. Before the PRC invasion of Tibet in 1950, Losar officially began with a grand morning ceremony at Nangyal Monastery. Led by the Dalai Lama and senior lamas, the ceremony honored the Dharma protector Palden Lamo. Since the exile of the 14th Dalai Lama, public observance of Tibetan Buddhist rituals inside Tibet has become increasingly restricted. Yet despite political challenges, Losar continues to live on, across borders, generations, and communities. It remains a powerful expression of Tibetan history, spirituality, and resilience. If you found this talk helpful, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and join us again next Wednesday. Tashi Delek and happy Losar!